Okay, good evening, everyone. We just came out of a closed session. We gave direction to staff. There's nothing to report. I'd like to call this open session meeting to order on December 16th. If you could all join me with the Pledge of Allegiance. That brings us to the public forum. At this time, the public is permitted to address the City Council on items not appearing on the agenda. Comments may not exceed 5 minutes. In accordance with state law, however, no action or discussion may take place on any item not appearing on the posted agenda. The City Council may respond to statements made or questions asked, or may request staff to report back at a future meeting on the matter. Would anyone care to address the public on an item not on the agenda? Go ahead. Yes, please. Just state your name if you could. Oh, the meeting's being recorded, so we do need you. We could bring the microphone to you if that's easier. We could bring the microphone to you, maybe?
Thank you. Hello, Jim. My name is Buddy White. I live at 295 Golden Hills Drive, out off Gopher Flat. And just a little background on me. I went to high school here, graduated in 66. 67, I was drafted. You can see I went to Vietnam, along with a couple friends. Ricky Randolph, who died there, so did Freddie Williams. No, that's enough. I've been after her for a couple months now. They posted signs out across from us, which is supposedly county, to take care of the grass. First I took the posting to the fire department in Sutter Creek. They said, no, it's the city's. So I went down to City Hall and they said, no, it's Amador Fire Districts. So I got in touch with Amador Fire District. They told me after, a couple, 3 weeks, no, it's not us. CAL FIRE has the responsibility of the house, the older house above the grass. And they said that's a city's responsibility, the grass. Well, I don't know. Everybody I go to says, no, it's not their responsibility, it's someone else's. The last time I went to the city, a young guy gave me his business card, but he told me that they don't have any way to enforce it. They have no regulation. Well, why would they post the darn thing if they got no way of enforcing it? Now, can any of you tell me?
So, I'm sorry, is this your property or you're concerned about?
No, it's across the street from us. I'm in the city.
Okay,
Across the street is county.
got it.
And all we're after is because of all this fire stuff going, all our insurance going up, is to have someone take care of that grass. And I can't get an answer from anybody.
So I'm the city manager. I'll follow up with you if you want to give me your phone number.
You're the city manager?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you should know them because he told me that they have no way of enforcing this. Is that true?
If it's in the county, we'll have to figure out. It's not,
I mean, the city has ordinances for fuel mitigation, but I can't speak specifically to your situation, buddy, because I don't know the property.
yeah, I mean, if the property's in the county, I'm not sure who would enforce it. Yeah.
Tom will look
We can certainly follow up.
The county tells me it's a city's responsibility, the Amador Fire District. That's what they told me. So that's all, I guess I'm trying to get something done. And this is getting a little ridiculous. 209-256-3100.
Thanks. I understand the frustration.
Yeah, I mean, I've been after it for a couple, 3 months just to get an answer. And then I was told that they don't have any way to enforce it. So you tell me.
We'll get back to you. This is public comment, so,
Yeah.
yeah,
okay,
we're not going to take any action, but we will follow back up with you.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Would anyone else care to address the council on an item not on the agenda? Okay, so we'll move on to the city manager's report.
First time I've said this, no report.
There's no presentations. We need to approve the minutes from December 2nd. Council, did you have any edits or comments?
I gave Tom just a couple of edits, and he's going to make those, and
Okay.
with that, I'd be prepared to move to approve unless someone else has a comment.
I don't. I second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, no consent, no ordinances. That takes us to the administrative agenda. The election results, we need to adopt a resolution accepting those.
Move to adopt.
There's a motion. Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Swearing in of council members. Tom?
Yeah, I don't know how you guys usually do it here.
I did it on Zoom my first
Okay.
time. Julia too.
I will call you up one at a time and we'll swear you in.
Or we could do it together.
Do it
Could
together.
we,
Yeah,
could we do it?
we don't mind doing it together.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I declare that I, was elected at the, do solemnly swear and affirm. That I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States. And the Constitution of the State of California. Against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance. To the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of California. And that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion. And that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter.
All right, cruising right along. That takes us to the election of mayor and vice mayor. So I have been serving as mayor, and Julia Sirk has been serving as vice mayor. At this point, I will open it up for a nomination for mayor for this next calendar year.
I move and propose that Claire Gutzelman return as mayor.
Appreciate that. I like the continuity. I would second that motion. And if we can do it in one motion, I would move that you retain, that Julia Sue be retained as the vice mayor. Can do that in one motion.
Jim, I'm not sure your mic is on.
I don't think so.
Oh, sorry.
Why don't we
I
do
see
it
it.
as a second since Julia was the first?
Okay,
Is that, I guess, to the
I'm-
maker of the motion, is
adding
that a friendly amendment to?
It's
your
a friendly
motion?
amendment that we, I would retain Claire as mayor and Julia as vice mayor for the next term, or this year, rather, the year 2025.
So I just need the maker of the motion to confirm that's
You-
friendly? Okay, so then the motion is then to appoint, to continue the
With
same
the same,
mayor and vice mayor.
correct?
And so you're seconding, so the motion would be by Councilmember Shirk,
And seconded,
seconded by Councilmember Swift.
yes.
We do need to take public comment.
Was there any council comment, or I'll open it up for the public first? Would anyone in the public care to comment on this item? Council?
Sounds great. If you guys are willing to do it, we appreciate it very much.
You in, Julia?
I'm in if you are.
Okay, I am. It's an honor. All right, there's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
You all will be happy to know you're one of the, probably the few councils where this went. These, I've watched these discussions get pretty heated sometimes, so congratulations on being unanimous.
Thank you.
Oh,
It's not the norm throughout the state.
pretty good team.
We're an exceptional team.
You are.
Okay, we have an item D on the administrative agenda, a parcel map, approving a final map.
Yeah, so there were some questions today Councilmember Swift had. Again, there were conditions of approval on the tentative map. They were pretty minor, and they've all been met. That's why you're looking at a final map. There's no conditions of approval at this point.
And one of the automatic conditions of approval is the fire department approving the change.
Yeah, I think they're.
I'm asking
they're
that
always-
because way back in sometime in the last 5 years, I think there was a concern about fire trucks turning around in that parking lot or something.
Right, so now they're moving the access to kind of mid-lot. I don't know if anybody with the applicant is here today. Yeah, so I think maybe Councilmember Swift had a few questions if you wanted to come up to the microphone.
My name is Jim Olvera, representing the Catholic Church in Sutter Creek, Immaculate Conception.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Not a problem.
So my question was in regards to, we're going to, in this map, the church is granting an easement, public access easement, that goes from the gate on Spanish Street up to the existing Fogarty, is that the name of that street?
Fogarty Road?
Fogarty
Yes.
Road. And so, Mike, and right now, there are 2 parking spaces that would be in that easement. My question is, are those parking spaces going to be eliminated in that easement? And will the gate be either removed or kept open for public access?
The gate will remain open all the time,
Okay,
and where the current fence is, where those parking spots you're talking about, we're actually moving the fence back several feet, enough to allow
yeah, it is kind of a sharp angle right there
Straight.
right now.
yeah,
Okay,
so if you come down Fogarty, you make a little right, and you go right straight out the gate into Spanish Street.
okay,
Pardon me.
I think that sounds good.
Yeah, well, we wanted to get along, we wanted to get it done, and
Right.
hopefully.
I'm glad to know that that fence is going to be moved back, because it does kind of create a difficult angle there, so,
Well, even for the neighbor,
Yeah.
that's part of the reasoning of that. The neighbor backing out couldn't go hardly either
Okay.
way because of
okay.
it's the proximity of it. So there's a section of curbing along there also,
Mhm.
and a median strip, and then the fence. We're gonna take all of that back, whatever, 30 or 40 feet, and then pave it.
Okay,
So there's a nice shot out to Spanish
Great.
Street.
all right.
Thank you for being good neighbors.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions from the council?
No.
Is there a public comment on this item? Okay, I'd entertain a motion to approve.
I move that we approve the final map regarding the boundary lines on the additional parcel for the Catholic Church.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Mayor and council member reports. Dan?
Merry Christmas.
Julia?
Just one quick, biped met, and we have a updated plan and finalized proposal that I would like to have on our next agenda to be able to present to our council.
Got that, Tom?
Yeah, we also had a TAC meeting at ACTC. I don't think coming back to you guys is the next step right now. So we have the final plan, conceptual plan, and what ACTC wants is us or Amador City to get a proposal and bring a proposal back, and we would have you guys approve that, and then they would approve funding, but we're not going to have it for the next meeting.
Okay.
So.
So we'll wait.
So you guys are continuing to work with Julia and ACTC on that?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're kind of back where we were, that we need somebody on city staff, one of the cities, because the county's not going to do it, to project manage it, basically. So Dan and I will talk about it, and we'll see when we can come back.
We'll talk. Okay.
Jim?
No, thank you.
Susan?
Yeah, just quickly, the Amador Tourism Council is meeting on Thursday, and I will be there, and they're doing really great work on promoting the county and Sutter Creek.
Thanks for attending that. I just wanted to quick shout out. Christmas isn't over yet, but it's really tremendous, the effort that the staff puts in and resident volunteers and the Creekside Methodist Church and Tony Lindy and all these folks on the whole month's festivities. And maybe in January we can recognize that with some sort of proclamation. Okay, city attorney's report. It would be really funny if you actually had one tonight.
I do. I just want to tell the council I'm thankful for another year of being your city attorney, and I look forward to 2025.
And in return, same thing.
Thank you, Derek. Future agenda items? Anybody? Nope. Okay, we had some information and correspondence we all received, including an update on the housing element resubmission. Were there any questions or comments on that from the council or the public?
So in looking through that, it seemed like the reason it's late was stated that it had to do with the consultant. So my question was, why don't we get a new consultant? I mean, it looked like it's like 3 years later.
So the overall thing was late, I think, on the initial submittal. And again, there was one consultant that the county hired that did it for all the cities and the county. And then once we submitted that, we got, after the deadline, I think it was before I got here, but sometime last year.
Yeah.
We got a response with detailed requests. And again, those took until now to get completed. I think at this point, HCDC has everything they need. We kept hounding this consultant, but we weren't paying for them, so
Right.
that was the trade-off.
We didn't hire him is
Yeah.
the short answer to that.
Yeah.
So you can't fire somebody.
Yeah.
So who hired him?
The county.
Okay. So can we provide feedback?
I think the county's
And
got
you're
their
doing
feedback.
that?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Thank you.
again, ideally, HCD will accept this thing and we'll be done.
Yeah.
And we can start the next one in 5 years.
No. I read that thing and I just shook my head.
Any other comments on the information and correspondence? No? Okay. With that, we're adjourned. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy 2024.